Om
Om
Vakradanda
Vakradanda
Mahakaya
Mahakaya
Suryakoti
Suryakoti
Samaprabha
Samaprabha
Nirvignam
Nirvignam
Kuru
Kuru
Me
Me
Deva
Deva
Sarvakaryeshu
Sarvakaryeshu
Sarvada
Sarvada
Saraswati
Saraswati
Namastubhyam
Namastubhyam
Radhe
Radhe
Kamarupini
Kamarupini
Vidyarambam
Vidyarambam
Karishyami
Karishyami
Siddhir
Siddhir
Bhavatu
Bhavatu
Me
Me Sada
Sada Gurur
Guru
Brahma
Brahma
Gurur
Guru
Vishnu
Vishnu
Gurur
Guru
Devo
Devo
Maheshwaraha
Maheshwaraha
Guru
Guru
Sakshat
Sakshat
Param
Param
Brahma
Brahma
Tasmai
Tasmai
Shri
Shri Gurave
Gurave
Namaha
Namaha
Om
Om
Sahanam
Sahana
Bhavatu
Bhavatu Sahano
Sahano
Bhunaktu
Bhunaktu
Sahaviryam
Sahaviryam
Karavavahe
Karavavahe
Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma
Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma
vidvishavahe
vidvisavahe
Om
Om
Shanti
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 Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha
Atha Tritiyodhyayah
Atha Tritiyodhyayah
Shri Bhagavan Vacha
Shri Bhagavan Vacha
Chapter number 25 Sakta Karmanya Vidvam Saha
Sakta Karmanya Vidvamsaha
Yatha Kurvanti Bharata
Yatha Kurvanti Bharata
Kuryad Vidvans Tatha Saktaha
Kuryat Vidvams Tata Saktaha
Chikirshurloka Sangraham
Chikishu Lokha Sangraham
Na Buddhi Bedam Janayet
Na Buddhi Vedam Janayet
Ajnanam Karma Sanginam
Ajnanam Karma Sanginam
Joshayet Sarvakarmani
Joshayet Sarva Karmani
Vidvan Yuktas Samacharan
Vidvan Yukta Samacharan
Prakrate Kriyamanani
Prakrite Kriyamanani
Gunait Karmani Sarvashaha
Gunai Karmani Sarvashaha
Ahankara Vimudhatma
Ahankara Vimodadma
Kartahamiti Manyate.
Kartahamiti Manyate.
In the previous shlokas, Bhagavan had said, Yatha Vidvamsaha Ajnanis Karma Kurvanti Ajnani Vidvamsaha Ajnaninaha. As the Ajnanis do karma, similarly, let the Jnani also do, but the intention is different, the goal is different. Ajnani, propelled by desires, various desires, he works for various ends. Whereas Jnani, propelled by what does he do? Karma. Jnani is Kritakritya. He has gained that which is to be gained, gaining which nothing else to be gained. Therefore, nothing prompts a Jnani to do any karma, but still Jnani should do. Loka Sangrahartam, because people, they look up to the Jnani. Therefore, if Jnani does karma, others also will follow. If Jnani doesn't do karma, others also will follow, and they will be deprived of even the basic needs required for sustaining this life. So therefore let the jnani do karma. Jnani doing karma, it is not bound by desires. It is not bound by desires. Desires may be there, but it is non-binding. Loka sangraha is non-binding. Non-binding desires. Ajnana is doing karma because they are bound by desires. Because they are bound by desires and do karma, let the jnani not disturb the understanding of these people. At least they work for certain ends. It is good. Maybe after some time or after some janma, they may realize they realize the nature of their action. That action, that all by action, whatever is accomplished or accomplishable, they are limited, and that cannot really make them free. So that understanding may come only over a period of time, not immediately. Therefore, na buddhi vedam janayet karma sanginam ajnanam. In fact, on the other hand, what the jnani should do, he should encourage them to do karma. Should encourage them to do karma. Vidwan, Yuttaha, Vidwan, Samekachan, himself performing karma very well. So we should encourage the ajnanis also to do karma. That is the shloka which we have seen. Now in this shloka 27, Prakritehe kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvashaha. Prakritehe kriyamani karmani kriyamanani karmani kriyamanani karmani. Karmas which are performed sarvashaha in various ways. Various ways the karmas which are performed. It is by the guna. It is because gunaihi, prakrutehe gunaihi, by the gunas of the prakriti. Prakriti has got three gunas. Prakriti of the person also. The Manushya, the person also is made of prakriti. Sattva, Rajas, Tama, Gunatvika, prakriti. And being a product of the prakriti, human beings also has the three gunas, Sattva, Rajas, Tama. So in keeping with their making, the construction, in keeping with the guna, so prakriti, the body, mind, senses, they're also made of the three gunas. So actions are performed in variety of ways in keeping with the gunas of the prakriti. Prakritehe, here prakriti meaning Sharira Mana Sangata, body, mind, sense complex. They are prakriti. They are produced from the prakriti, therefore they are called prakriti. So body or mind senses, they have the three gunas. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Mind is sometimes Sattva, sometimes Tamas, sometimes it is Rajas. Not all the time it is Tamas or Rajas or it is not possible. All the three gunas are in certain combination. Depending on which dominates in a person, that person is, you can call him as a Sattvika, Rajasika or Tamasika person. So propelled by the gunas, people do karma. Propelled by these gunas, all the karmas are performed. By what? By this body, mind, sense complex. They perform. They themselves cannot perform in the presence of me. They perform. So they act. But agankara vimudatma kartaha iti manyate. Whereas the person is agankara vimudatma. Agankara is that notion of I notion. I notion. By that, agankarena vimudaha atma. One's whose mind antakaranam is deluded because of this notion of I-ness, minus. He thinks aham, I am the doer. Aham is Atma. Atma cannot be the doer. In the presence of Atma, Sharira Mana Sangata, they perform karma. but the person takes himself to be the karta, aham karta iti manyate. Atma, aham kadapi karta na bhavati. Aham atma can never be the karta. Now, because of the association with the Sharira Manasangata, gunas of the Sharira Manasangata, Prakriti, Sharira Manasangata, he takes himself to be a karta. That is what is said in the shloka. We'll read further. Our person is attached to karma is made clear in this shloka. Our person is attached to karma, therefore aham karta, aham bhokta iti. That is the attachment. That is the sangha. How it is made? Prakriti kriyamanani, gunai karmani. Actions are performed in sarvashaha, various ways, by the gunas of the Prakriti. Prakriti meaning here, Sharira Manasangata, body, mind, senses, Prakriti. Agankara Nimudaha, Atma Antakaranam, Yasya. The one who is deluded by this Agankara, the sense of I notion. He thinks himself to be the doer. Atma cannot be the doer. Atma is always Akarta. Aham Akarta Bhokta is said in the second chapter very clearly, Sankhya Yoga. Now, aham karta iti manyate. This is how the person becomes attached to karma. Person becomes attached to karma through the gunas, through the Sharira Manasangata, through the gunas of the Sharira Manasangata. Okay, Prakriti means cause, that out of which all things come, the potential cause of anything. That is Prakriti, Maya, from which everything comes. Maya is made of three gunas, Sattva, Rajas, Tamo, Gunatmika, Maya. There are two aspects to an individual. Purusha, the self, Atma, and that is Chaitanyam, consciousness, anything you call it's same. And Prakriti, called Avidya or Maya. So two things. One is Purusha, other one is Prakriti. Prakriti is what is called Avidya or Maya. You can call it by the name Avidya or Maya. Your body, mind, senses are modifications, that is Vikaras, creations born of Prakriti. And Prakriti is not independent. It depends entirely on the Purusha, the Vastu, the thing to be understood. According to Sankhyas, according to Dvaita Darshana, it is different. But according to us, it is not different. Advaitins, Prakriti has its dependency on the Purusha. Prakriti cannot exist by itself. So therefore, the Sharira Manasangata, because it is one of Prakriti and depends on Purusha, therefore, they are called by the name Prakriti. They also can be called by the name Prakriti. Since it is a product of Prakriti, Sharira Manasangata, therefore they also can be called Prakriti. And Purusha, the person, the Atma, the Chaitanyam, consciousness. Prakriti being the cause, anything born out of it, born of it. Prakriti Vikara or Prakriti Guna, meaning modification. Prakriti, the Maya from which everything has come, the individual or the total, the Sharira, bodies. So they are all Prakriti Vikara, modification of Prakriti, or they can be called by Prakriti Guna, Prakriti Vikara, or just simply by the word Prakriti. The Guna has to be seen in this proper context in order to understand its meaning, because it has many meanings. Guna, the word has many meanings. Guna means attributes, color, properties. Guna also means a rope. Another meaning, rope also is there. So depending on the context, you have to take the meaning. It can be any simple attribute, Visheshana, like a yellow, in a yellow flower. An adjective is a Guna. Or Guna means technical term for Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, which indicate certain conditions of the mind. Mind is a product, it's a Prakriti, Vikara. Mind as well as the constituents of Maya or Avidya. Maya is Trigunatmika, that is Prakriti. Mind has come from Maya, therefore mind also, since Maya is made of three gunas, mind also made of three gunas. So therefore the status or the conditions of the mind, depending on what guna predominates, Satvika, Rajasika, Tamasika, we say. Another meaning of the word Guna is virtue. Sattva guna, virtue. Person of ethics, Dharmavan, who has good art and stately qualities, is called Gunavan. Gunaha asya stiti Gunavan, the one who has guna, good qualities, good virtues. Another meaning of guna is not. And in Sanskrit grammar, guna is one of the many technical terms given by Panini Maharishi, the Sutra Ad Gunaha Gunasandhi. It indicates a vowel A and the diphthongs, conjunct vowels. A, O. It indicates the vowel A and the diphthongs A and O. That is also guna only. And guna is also a particular modification, vikara. So all these meanings are possible for the word guna. So what meaning you take, that depends on the context. So here what meaning we have to take, guna, that is said here. Guna is, in this verse we have prakrutehe gunaha gunaihi. Prakrutehe is the Shashti Bhakti, gunaihi tritiya. By the modification of prakriti, meaning modification of prakriti, modification of the prakriti, that maya, that is therefore modification of prakriti means the body, mind, senses. Mind, senses and physical body. Modification of prakriti. Sharira mana sangata is modification of prakriti. Therefore all the three are prakriti gunas. Mind is prakriti guna. Body is prakriti guna. Shariram is also prakriti guna. Modification of prakriti. So in that sense, vikara, guna meaning vikara. So vikara of the guna. Therefore prakriti gunaha. That is, I mean, in the technical language of Sanskritam, this body mind sense complex is called karya karana sanghata. It's called karya karana sanghata. Karya karana sanghata means assemblage of karya and the karana. They put together. Karya karana sanghata. Karana, the cause, karya, the product, sanghata, karya karana sanghata. We have already seen that physical body is karya and the mind senses prana are karana. So karya is product and karanam is the karana, the causes. So karya karana sanghata. The body is alive because the prana is there, mind is there, senses are there. Therefore, the karanam, because of that, the body is sentient. And therefore, the assembly, sanghata, the put together of the physical body, mind, senses is called guna here, meaning the modification of the gunas of the prakriti. All actions are performed by prakriti gunas, prakritehe gunaihi. Fourth, prakritehe, all actions are performed by these prakriti gunas, the physical limbs, mind, and senses alone. Actions are performed in various ways based on various sources of knowledge for the purpose of achieving various ends. Thus, there are actions enjoined by the Veda, Vedika karma, and all other activities, Laukika karma. Vedika karma meaning action enjoined by the Veda, Laukika karma, the actions which are performed in the world. So all types of activity are covered here, whether they are pursuits meant for gaining knowledge or for attaining various other results here or in the hereafter. The doer of action, the person who thinks he or she is a doer of these various actions, then that person is referred to as in this shloka ahankara vibodhatma, meaning one who is deluded by the notion that he or she has about the I atma, the notion what he has about the atma, because of which he is deluded. What is the notion? I, the atma, cannot be karta, cannot be bhokta. Aham karta iti, the notion yes. The I notion or I sense has all the attributes. When you say I am so and so, the karya, the physical body, and the karana, the mind and the sense organs, are an integral part of ahankara alone. And the person has become deluded in many ways. When you say I am so and so, therefore the body and the mind senses, they all become one with ahankara. Then only you can say I am so and so. That is vimuda. Vimudaha bhavati. In fact, The delusion is multifaceted. One delusion with varieties of nuances. One big knot with innumerable knots, knots within knots. These knots are the varieties of problems and notions that a person has. Ahankara implies notions, beginning with I am a mortal being. The I notion is connected to hundreds of notions about myself. Hundreds of notions about oneself, connected to the body, mind, senses. For example, religious notions, or what branch one as religious. The person say he or she belongs to this or that religion, and so on. This is just one of innumerable problems about my notions. All such notions are about this and are expressed by this. Therefore, the Ahankara includes all these notions. The starting point for Ahankara is Karya Karana Sangata, the body mind sense complex, centered on which is the conclusion I am good as I'm as good as this body mind senses. And over a period of years, we keep gathering a variety of notion about this I. No baby thinks I am black or white, Caucasian or Negroid. Only after, as a child grows up, does he or she slowly begin to pick up such notions. One's whole life is spent gathering more and more notions about oneself, and this is what is meant when it is said his mind is deluded. The Vimbuddhatma, the one whose mind is deluded in different ways, 100 different ways, by the Ahankara, thinks that he or she is a doer. Aham karta, even though it is a physical body, mind, senses that perform the action. The person is the one who is aware of all the actions. In other words, the one who lights them up. That is, in the presence of this person, all the actions are performed. He or she knows what does what, but at the same time is able to think I am the doer. Therefore, this is no ordinary avidya. It is not an ignorance of an object or discipline of knowledge. It is self-delusion. It is self-delusion. That because the self is not clear, the obvious is not all obvious. Not at all obvious. On the other hand, one who knows the Atma, Atmavita, or Dharmavita, Jnani, doesn't take oneself to be the Karta, as we shall see in the next shloka. To tell someone who looks upon himself or herself as a Karta that he or she is not the Karta will confuse a person. Nothing is ever said in the Shastra to suggest that one should not do karma. The Shastra says that you are not the doer, and the knowledge is moksha. You can live a life of sannyasa, renunciation, or you can live a life of karma yoga. Choice is there. In either case, knowledge is moksha only. So therefore, doing karma with the sense aham karta, that binds a person. But doing karma, knowing the Swarupa, the nature of oneself, doing karma, aham akarta abhokta, I cannot do work. But Sharira Manasangata, they act in the presence of me. So that is karma. That karma doesn't bind the person. Therefore, not doing karma has no meaning. Whether Jnani or Ajnani, both they do karma. Jnani does karma without the I sense, not without this sense aham karta iti. The aham is not superimposed or not connected with this Sharira Manasangata. We distinctly see this aham atma different from anatma because of this buddhi, viveka buddhi. Whereas Ajnani mix of both. He mix of aham, atma, chaitanyam, which cannot be mixed up. He mixes up with the Sharira Manasangata. Therefore, there is a anyonya adhyasa. Adhyasa happens. That is anatma Anatma enjoying the Chaitanyatvam sentiency, and Atma taking the attributes of, as though taking, they are not really, as though taking the attributes of Sharira Manas Sangata. Both are mixed up, intensely mixed up. Therefore, the person, the Jnani, takes himself to be Karta Bhokta iti. Therefore, to be free from this, the notion of Aham Karta, not doing karma cannot be the solution. Therefore, not doing karma is meaningless. Therefore, Arjuna, he wanted to take sannyasa, doesn't want to do karma. Therefore, that is meaningless. To tell a person who thinks he or she is a karta, not to do karma is meaningless. Even if someone does no karma, it doesn't mean that he or she is not doing karma. As long as a person is a karta, one's every move is a karma. Standing is a karma, listening to someone is a karma, everything becomes karma. If one is karta, he does karma. Even simply sitting is also a karma. So that's why it said in the previous, in the beginning, Jatu karmanya, Jatu karmani, Jatu karmani tishtakrit, Nakashit kshanamapi, Jatu tishtati akarmakrit. Nobody can even sit for a moment without doing karma. Sitting is also a karma. Breathing is a karma. Blinking is a karma. So everything becomes karma because the person thinks himself to be karta, he or she is a karta. So as long as this notion is there, the person will be always be doing one thing or the other, thinking that he or she is a doer. If at all you are to teach such a person, you will have to try to make the person understand that he or she is akarta. This understanding is purely jnanam, and it has nothing to do with doing or not doing karma. We'll stop here. Next shloka, we'll see next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya
Purnamevavashishyate.
Yate. Om
Om
Shanti
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 Shanti.
Shanti. Hari Om Shri
Shri
Gurubhyo
Gurubhyo
Namaha.
Namaha.
Hari
Harihi Om.
Om. Dhanyavada.
Dhanyavadaha.